Hello YouTube, my name is Kangiv, and I asked Twitter what type of game I should share in my 50 GameRec series next. I already covered the first request, which was horror games, so now for a second request, I have 50 LGBTQ+ games for you all. Some of these do contain NSFW content, as well as topics like homophobia, transphobia, and mental health. Please do your own research into any trigger warnings you may need before playing any of these games. Apex Legends. A free-to-play battle royale game with multiple canonical LGBTQ+ characters, including gay, lesbian, non-binary, and pansexual, who all have their own unique abilities in combat. Fields of Mystria. A farming sim where you can choose any of the romanceable characters regardless of your gender or theirs. Even a dragon. Memories. A free and short but sweet story game about a young girl's first love and loss. Sere. This short visual novel is about a girl obsessed with plants and an alien who drinks tea falling in love with each other. Later Daters. A dating sim about older people who are all looking for love in a retirement community. Validate. Chapter 1 of a series of mature games about various struggling singles in your area. Stillwater. A free mystery visual novel where an exhausted detective receives a mysterious letter he finds is connected to his past. Lookouts. A romantic visual novel where two trans-mask outlaws meet amidst the chaos of the Wild West. Arcade Spirits. You are the newest employee at an arcade that isn't doing so well. Time to meet all the other people who support the business and maybe get to know some of them closer than others. The Archipelago. A free visual novel about brewing cups of tea that help determine what happens in the magical world around you. Seraphim Slum. A free liminal story game where you play a sapphic version of Lucifer, tempting various angels to fall in love with you. Slime Rancher. In this exploration game, with a sequel, you play as Beatrix LeBeau, an excited young ranger ready to wrangle slimes in a land far, far away from Earth. Tavern Talk. A D&D inspired game where you play as a tavern keeper listening to various patrons' struggles and sending them on special quests to solve the mysteries of your town. What's your gender? With no real story, you just follow a non-Euclidean labyrinth to learn about various concepts of gender. The Morning Star. A visual novel where you wake up next to a highway with no idea how you got there. The closest shelter is a bus stop with a strange figure inside. Full-service shop. Set in a future with cyborg parts and other futuristic healthcare, this NSFW visual novel is set in a store specifically for sapphic humans and cyborgs. Flags for Friends. Make specially designed flags for 3 queer characters, and then play around in a sandbox mode to design any kind of flag you can dream up. Long Story. Another game with a sequel, this one is full of various stories based on real life, where you can be any gender and date any gender. Ace in Space. An asexual dating sim about a young person chosen to be the first human on a distant planet full of robots. Finding Felicia. A point-and-click adventure where you learn about platonic, romantic, and familial love. The Question. Short game with a sequel about a girl with a big crush and an even bigger fear of rejection. Plant Panic. 2 college girls apply to work at a flower shop and end up spending the rest of the summer there together. Life is Strange. An award-winning 3D narrative game about a high school senior who learns she has the ability to rewind time. Celeste. A platformer-style game about a girl journeying to the top of a mystery-filled mountain. Tell Me Why. A narrative adventure game about a set of twins reunited in adulthood, using their supernatural bond to unpack their past and determine their future. This is your mid-video reminder that if you enjoy the content I make and want to support me, likes, comments, and subscribing will do all of that. Dream Daddy. You are the newest single dad in town, and this town has a lot of other hot single dads for you to woo. Unpacking. A cozy puzzle game where you must unpack items into various spaces that the main character moves to throughout her life. A normal lost phone. You found a lost phone and you start to snoop through it to find out just who the owner might be. Coffee Talk. A talking sim where you play as a bartender in a modern fantasy world, serving up warm drinks and learning your patron's secrets. Missed Messages. You are a college student who's struggling to focus on your boring math work. Will you meet a new girl, hang out with your roommate, push through your boredom to actually get work done? The Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood. A narrative game about a witch condemned to solitude who makes a deal with a demon to create her very own magical tarot deck. I was a teenage exocolonist. A card-based narrative RPG where you live out 10 years of life in a colony on an alien planet with fully customizable characters. No longer home. Experience the extraordinary realities of day-to-day life through two characters letting go of the life they know due to unforeseen circumstances. Bug snacks. Bug snacks are like bugs, but when you catch them, you can give them to your friends as snacks. Try to collect them all on a fun adventure. Eichenfell. A turn-based RPG about a group of magic students exploring their school and fighting the monsters within to uncover more and more secrets. Our Life. An almost entirely customizable visual novel experience where you jump around throughout 15 years of the life you create for your character. Hustle Cat. You are the Cat Cafe's newest employee, and you have some cute coworkers. But why is there a book in the basement with strange symbols in it? A foretold affair. A visual novel where you can see the future and you know exactly who you're going to spend the rest of your life with. But getting to that point might not be so simple. Firewatch. Alone in a Firewatch tower connected to others by a single radio, you learn about the wilderness and the former worker of that tower. One Night Hot Springs. A free game about a trans woman who's been invited by her friend to go to the hot springs, but she worries she might cause a fuss when in her swimwear. Until then. A pixel art narrative game about a group of friends in modern times trying to unravel a mystery before it's too late. Monster Road Trip. A co-op road trip adventure featuring PvP, resource management, and monster dating. Lost Records. 27 years ago, the summer of 1995 left you and your group of friends with memories you all swore to forget. Now you must face them once again as adults. Awaria. A short, free game about working maintenance in haunted tunnels that require dodging and weaving to survive. In Stars in Time. A turn-based RPG where you are the only one who's aware that the life you and 4 other adventurers are living in is stuck in a time loop, if found. 1993, and Casio has just destroyed the diary that retells the story of the month she returned home to see her family and face many challenges. Sunhaven. A fairly customizable farming sim that can be played solo or with up to 8 players where you can farm, decorate, progress the story, and meet 23 potential marriage candidates. This Bed We Made. You're a hotel maid in the 1950s, and in this Choices Matter game, you do a whole lot of snooping on guests, leading to learning of some very serious matters. Blush Blush. A unique, free dating sim where you are the man responsible for a curse that has struck 12 other men. You must find them and help reverse the curse. Bad Ends Theater. A game where you select between different protagonists and can view over 40 different bad endings for them. Thank you for watching. Make sure you watch my other recommendation videos as I post at least a couple a month. Let me know in the comments, what type of game should I recommend 50 of next?